Hey Stitchers, it's me, Pamela from the Starlight Stitchery. I thought we would do a little unboxing video of my creepy Valentine because today is Valentine's Day and hopefully I will get this edited and posted on time. First, let's start out with the goodies and then we'll get to the cross-stitch stuff at the end of the video. So the first goodie, okay, is packaged kind of funny. If you got the box, you know what I'm talking about. So, well,
please don't fall. Off camera is me.
Yes, that's Amanda behind the camera. So if you got it, it looks like this. It's in a glassine bag and a plastic bag. And that's because it is a bath bomb. And it is sealed in plastic, but as you know, bath bombs like to fall apart and get powder everywhere. So we did not want powder on your lovely floss or your fabrics. So here it is. This is by Bumps and Hollows Boutique. It is the Love is Dead bath bomb. This is the item that sneaked in that's not vegan. I'm not personally vegan, but I try to do vegan items in here because I don't know if you are or not. This one sneaked in. I didn't realize it had buttermilk in it. So if you were vegan, you probably got swapped out for something a little different. It's red velvet scented, so it's sort of chocolatey. And it's shaped like a coffin. It's a little shiny because it has plastic around it. I'm not about to unwrap this thing and get powder all over me in the office. So that's that. Next up, we have our custom Lollipop by A Secret Forest. If you got the divination box, we had Ouija board lollipops in there from this creator. So I got in contact with her to do a custom dagger and heart. It is cherry flavored. It looks delicious. I haven't had a chance to crack mine open and eat it yet, so hopefully it is delicious, but I'm assuming that it is. It's super cute though. I love the little dagger. Next up is a lollipop of another kind. This is our little Lollipop Hearts Valloween sticker by Fox and Brambles. You can find their super adorable artwork on Etsy. We'll put links down below in the YouTube. Next up, the boxes included one of 3 of these patches. Now these are iron-on or sew-on patches. They are by a company called Junkyard Witch, which is actually based in Salem, Oregon, just north of us here. So you got either Frankie, his girl, or your tasty little Dracula. They're super cute. I really love these two. I kind of want to put them on like 2 sides of a jacket or something like that. That would be adorable. Next thing is some lip balm. This is a vegan lip balm. We called it Vampire Kiss. Now, some of you I noticed were wondering why it didn't have a company on there. It's because this is basically a white label lip balm. I had it made by a company that makes it specifically for other companies to sell or for like wedding favors, that sort of This lip balm is so nice. It's really soft and smooth and it lasts forever and it's strawberry champagne flavored, so it's delicious. I also really like the little label that I made for it with the little vampire mouth. It's super cute. This next goodie is coming late for some of y'all because it got delayed in the mail on the way to us, but it is the box sticker, My Creepy Valentine. Foxglove Rue. Amanda and my side project, which we are still working on getting the shop actually launched and stuff like that. At the moment, I've just had time to make the wax melts for the boxes. This one is called Werewolf Boyfriend. And it was a lot of fun to figure out the scent for this one. It is, hang on, let me take a look at my notes for it. It's meeting your werewolf boyfriend in the forest at midnight. The notes there are musk leather, evergreens, and sugar. And it's one of those things where you kind of can smell some of it and then it like sits around for a little while and you can smell a little bit more. Take the wax melt out so you can look at it. We've started including, I almost said edible glitter.
Please don't eat any of this.
Please don't eat this. It includes biodegradable glitter. So whenever it's done melting and you are ready to throw it in the trash, the glitter will biodegrade. It's not going to be plastic that's going to live in the ocean forever. And also the packaging that we included this time, if you've gotten our boxes and if you've like gotten all of our boxes, you'll notice that the Foxglove Rue packaging does change because we're sort of experimenting with this. Sorry, you're our guinea pigs for what kind of packaging we're actually going to use when we launch our shop. This is a biodegradable plastic. It is safe for home biodegrading, although the results may vary, you never know. But if you have like a waste bin that you can put your like yard waste and stuff in, you can put it in there because it's also industrial compostable. So that's the current option. We're still trying to decide what to do. It's really hard to find good wax melt packaging that is environmentally friendly and also will like reusable, not fall apart. Okay, now we're here for the cross stitching stuff. When I dye fabric, I've decided to give it a little name. So I'm calling it Starlight Alchemy, because Starlight Stitchery and Alchemy for mixing up colors and stuff like that. The fabric that came in my Creepy Valentine is called Midnight Visitor. This is the 32 count linen, Midnight Visitor. It's sort of a midnight bluish gray. You can see the variegation on this one in particular. Not all of the pieces are going to have the same variegation, and they're all unique, so that's kind of cool. And as you can see on the 14 count Ada, it's going to look a little bit different in the 14 count Ada, just because the difference in the way that cotton and linen pick up the dye. Fold it so you get a better look at it. This one's a little more variegated, but like I said, every piece is unique, so you're gonna get something a little different each time. Let's take a look at Forbidden Fiber Co's Creepy Valentine flosses that they dyed especially for this box. I really love these colors. They came out so pretty. Basically, the process is that I send color ideas to Leanne at Forbidden Fiber Co. and just let her go nuts and decide what she wants to do with those ideas. And she really knocked it out of the park with these. I'm gonna show them against the fabric because I think having a dark backdrop is a little more clear for what the color actually looks like instead of me. This one is called Drop Dead. It is a really dark blackish red. That one is just super pretty. I'm always looking for really good, really dark reds. It's called Hex Me. It is a really dark purple, almost burgundy kind of color. It's sort of a warmer purple rather than a bluish purple. Again, I love it. I love really dark purple stuff. As you can see, purple, I like purple. It's my favorite color, so that one's great. This one's a little different from the colors that we've had in past boxes because it's pink and we just haven't done a pink yet, but I love it. It is called Creepy Cute. It's a really deep magenta. It's a very pretty color. I like that one a lot. I'm going to have to find something to stitch that on. This is Bite Me. It is a really kind of deep bloody sort of red. It's a really pretty one. Really pleased with how that one came out. I realized we do have a lot of reds in our stuff, and so it's been really fun with talking to Leanne and trying to like, what's a different variation on red that we can put in this one? And finally we have Live Deliciously. This one is sort of a variegated black, gray, white. You can kind of see it goes into a little bit of component colors in there. It's got a bluish tinge to it. You can see you've got all sorts of different colors kind of pop through, and it is sort of a speckled color instead of more of a solid variegation. So it's really interesting. It's really cool for like doing borders or lettering, that kind of thing. And now, ta-da, it's the book. So you can see the sticker is our little lovers and the cameo here. We really like doing the booklets for the boxes, partly because it's neater and easier to pack for us on our end, you know, behind the scenes, but also because it's just really nice. You just tuck it in your shelf and you've got a whole selection of patterns that you can work from there. Starting out, we have Rot With Me from Stitch Sprout. Her choice of colors is always just fantastic, but I really love this one. This one is my pattern in here. I'm Foxglove Crow, and this pattern, as you can see, it's got a mock-up there just because I didn't have my flosses in time to stitch it up, but this pattern is made to use the Forbidden Fiber Co. flosses that came in our box. So you can stitch each of the hearts in the different colors and then use Live Deliciously as the border, and then it just calls for DMC B5200 for the text on there. But yeah, it's supposed to be like little creepy conversation hearts. And if you don't want to use the Forbidden Fiber Co. flosses there, I also included a couple of different DMC conversions for either as close to those colors as you can get, or a pastel version, or a really bright, almost neon. Okay, so once upon a time, I was walking my kid to school, and they had just put down a whole bunch of mulch and stuff like that in the flower beds because they just rebuilt her school. And I found a mushroom, and I'll stick the picture in here, that is the cutest mushroom I have ever seen in my life. It had a little face and everything like that. And this is Dying to Grow With You by the Stitch Crypt. And Jen, the Stitch Crypt, who we are welcoming to our box family now. This is her first pattern with us, and we're super pleased to have her with us. But she saw that picture and had been wanting to make something out of it. So here we have two cutesy little mushrooms There's like a little skeleton hand there. I love it. So cute. We have the Witchy Stitcher. Sam from the Trick or Treat movie. He's really cute. I've only seen this movie once and I just watched it recently. I really love the pink variation on his color scheme with the little pink lollipop jack-o'-lantern face heart. So that's just adorable. I love it. Next up we have Death Comes to Us All from Cobweb and Rose. I love a good cemetery scene in a cross-stitch pattern. And I really like the framing and the cool moon, and then you have the little broken heart with the skeleton hands coming out of the grave. That one is super adorable. And bats, of course. Gotta love bats. Okay, this one's called Bloodlust by Stitched Witch. This is a really simple one to stitch. It uses 3 colors, 310, 666, and 777. So you might need a whole bunch of them, but as you can see, it's just really cool. It reminds me a little bit of the poison apple motif from Snow White. Good melty, creepy, bloody heart. Speaking of pink, this is Crow Old With Me from Fine Frog Stitching. And look at the color shading on that pink crow skull. That is the coolest thing ever. I absolutely adore it. And here we have Watch the World Burn by Pixie Cross Stitch. It's a cute little cartoony portrait with a little vampire lady and her monster boyfriend having a couple of drinks, watching the world burn on Valloween. So cute. Finally, we have Blood Rose by Noctiflora Designs. Her flowers with eyeballs are just the coolest, creepiest thing ever. I adore her patterns, and this one, she just really knocked it out of the park here. This is the one that if you follow us on social media, I made a typo in the color key. That one is really gorgeous. That's the booklets. You may notice if you get the booklets that we do include stitchy notes at the end, so you can write down things about like if you're changing a color, that sort of thing. Our acknowledgements where we say thank you to everybody, and I get a little sappy. So that's my Creepy Valentine. We're really excited to release this box out into the world, and we're super excited to work on our next box, which we're going to be announcing a little bit later this week, so stay tuned. Oh, and one last thing. This is for everybody, not just the people who grabbed a box, but Amanda has put together, and I kind of helped a little bit here, a Spotify playlist for my Creepy Valentine. It has our favorite creepy love songs and stuff like that on it. If you look down below on YouTube, you can find a link to it, and we will have the link on our website and also on our Instagram. So yeah, give it a listen, tell us what you like. If you can think of other creepy songs that we didn't put on the list, send us a message, write us a comment, and we'll add them in there. But thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.